Daylight in the swamp. Stuck here in some rat hole hotel somewhere down near the Suwannee National Refuge. We're on our way to Wisconsin to continue tracking a bear up near Burnett. Also going to do some work on the Milwaukee lion story. I'm stuck here with my cameraman and brother Boz. Very, very lively this morning. Jesus. He's a professional lollypacker, as you can see here. A couple of his midnight snacks. It's cold and not just outside. Inside the hotel room here, I mistakenly turned on the fan sometime last night at about midnight. So it's only about 40 degrees in here. So we're going to get up and get moving and get on the track. So welcome to the Good morning from Wisconsin. We rolled into town yesterday afternoon about 5 o'clock on the heels of some decent fresh snow. As you can see out the door behind me, it's about 15 degrees. It's very cold out. But last night we had a very successful production meeting regarding the Burnett Bear. Sat down with some great guides, some outdoor enthusiasts, and some very respected hunters in the community about where this bear might be, where they saw it, and things like that. So here's what we came up with. First of all, the whole program started here by using some of my dad's old maps. My dad saw this bear about 4 years ago, and he would track and map and look up articles and things like that. So we're going to go old school with this. We could use Google Earth all day long, and we will continue to do that, but we had fun doing this map last night, and what it does is really narrows down this cone here. Here, let me point. Really narrows down the cone of where this bear may live. We got dates of sightings. I think the closest sighting to date is by my brother Ward. He had it about 30 yards from him, only about 2 miles from where we are right now, and he saw it eating in a berry tree. So we're going to try to get close to that X today to see if we may find where his or her den is. We also have a trail cam pic. Let's see if I can find it for you. That was taken last year. Again, only about a mile from where we are right now. So with a little luck and some warm clothes, we'll get a chance to put some eyes and maybe some video on the Burnett Bear today. It's a brisk day here in February in Wisconsin, and me and cameraman Boz are heading down into this terrain you see behind us to where he saw the bear feeding on a
muskrat carcass.
This is the first spot that the bear was spotted in our area, was my pa back in 2011. It was shortly before that the bear was spotted about 20 miles north in Waupun, where the police actually chased it down through Main Street. So we're thinking it came down from the north, but this is the area that he saw it in.
Let me get it.
We got a great
Shot at where he was then.
water source scenery pile, and this is where Ward was hunting. Where were you standing, Ward?
I was standing on that half moon fallen tree over there.
Yeah.
I was standing right up on the crest of that.
Uh-huh.
And the bear was in this buck ash right here feeding.
Right here. What parts of the bear could you see?
This is all berries. The whole front half of the bear I could see.
This is all berries in here, this entire thing.
All these, which is pretty unusual. There's a lot of them in here, and that's what he was feeding on.
The berries that we thought that the bear was feeding on the other day, we thought they were buckthorn, but Brother Z here has got a better explanation. Go ahead. Yeah, these grow naturally in the state of Wisconsin. It's got a multiple base to it and only grows to about 7 to 8 feet high. It's cockspur hawthorn. It does get a spur on it, and it gets a small bud that deer, bear, anything that's a herbivore browser will hit these kind of bushes. We even have some left here.
with some of the berries still on it. Actually quite a few down below, loaded with deer tracks. All throughout here where they've been coming in to feed. Last week, those big long drag marks. We walked alongside of it right here, and right here. I cleared it out, right down through here. And that's a big long drag mark. It doesn't look like a person. It kind of looks like the way a bear might drag his back leg as they swing it around. There's no other human being tracks out here, just us. And that's an old track. You can see where it came through right over there. See that big thick drag mark right there?
There's water right behind us.
We're about 50 yards from where my brother saw a bear. And we're looking at these big tracks right here. They're old. Look at the size of the indentation and look at the stride here. This is a big old rock pile surrounded by lots of thick brush, red willows, deadfalls, things like that. Right here are some more of those big tracks that are very suspicious right here. You can see they're bigger in my hand, and a bear's back foot will track its front foot. So you're only going to find here, 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 here. And he's heading right up to that rock pile. And this happened sometime before. Well, last week I think we had 6 inches of snow, and then it rained, compacted everything. So this was before then, because this is all icy. I was hoping to maybe find a claw print or something down in there, but it's too old to be able to find that. But that's not a person, that's not a deer. I almost put money on it that what we're looking at here is a black bear track. Still following these big tracks up over the top. See the farm machinery, rocks, deadfalls. It could be completely hollow underneath us here. It's kind of something that we've been looking for right here. There's a big old oil barrel. See the moisture on the outside? That could very well be where air or breath. Small hole here where something's been coming and going, but it could be bear's breath coming up out of this big old tank. There's another little exhaust hole from underneath this big pile where hot air is coming out from something, whether it be small or big. But this whole thing under here is just a cavern of things where a big critter like a bear could get up under here and spend the entire winter.
I think you should come investigate this hole with that camera.
There's a hole big enough heading up underneath that pile where a bear could fit easily, crawl up underneath this heap of stuff. One thing I don't see here other than this bathtub, I don't see any berries left, so there's really no food for him to stay awake for. I mean, if there's all kinds of berries and seeds and bugs still around, he'd still be here and he wouldn't have to hibernate. We had a late winter this year. It didn't come in until a couple weeks ago. So it's possible that he could have slid up into here, but I ain't going in. So that pretty much wraps up this adventure on the Burnett Bear here in Wisconsin on a February day in 2016. We didn't get eyes on the bear, but that's not the biggest thing. I think the most excitement is to get out here into the woods, check out some of the tracks with the possibility of catching a fresh track of something that he might be interested in. So get out there, go deep.